Welcome to chalk art class. It's been a while. I don't know if you guys have been doing your chalk art at home. I actually have not been doing my chalk art at home, but I'm going to show you what I have that I need to work on. So over there, I don't know if you can see it, but there. One of my kids wrote, "Smell the sea, feel the sky, let your soul and spirit fly." And really, it's time to change that. So that's going to be one of my chalk art projects today, is to work on changing that. But for today, we are going to be working on leaves. And I have my tiny little chalkboard here. You guys have your bigger chalkboard. So make sure you have that in front of you and your white chalk. You don't need colored chalk today, or pastels, or your nature notebook. If you don't have those, pause the video and come back and we will practice our chalk art. So I want you to go ahead and do some warm up on your chalkboard. I want you to warm up with large shading of triangles and rectangles, squares, all the different shapes that you can think of. Spend maybe 1 or 2 minutes doing that. Pause the video, and then once you finish doing warm up on your chalkboard, start the video again and we will begin our lesson. So what we're working on today are leaves. So I picked these leaves. Let's see if I can get it in there. How's that? Okay, hopefully that got into view right there. And then here's the other one that I picked. Can you see that there? That's a little bit better. So I picked 2 different kinds because I wanted to, one was really textured and one was really smooth, and I wanted to see what I could do with that. This one is actually a wildflower. If you know what this wildflower is, email me and let me know. It was one of the first ones that I learned. I think it was the third one that I learned. The first one I learned was a spring beauty, and the second one I learned was a bluet. And then this one has a very interesting name, and I don't know how it got it. So if you know, let me know. So if you don't have 2 different leaves, go outside. I know it's rainy, hopefully it's not, and get 2 different set of leaves. And you see how I took it from the plant kind of close to the root so that you can see how the leaves grow on here. Do that too. Don't just get 1 leaf. Try to get a grouping like this. If you already have yours, continue watching. If you don't have it, pause the video and go grab 2 different kinds of plants with leaves. Okay, so what we're going to do with this is we're going to stare at it for a minute. You know how I am about looking at your leaf. So I want you to take your leaf, just pick one for now, and start looking at it. And I want you to look at the overall shape. Mine actually has pretty little edges. Can you see that? Little scalloped edges. Some of them kind of jagged, and it also has a point on the end, kind of like a little half heart, except if I look underneath, it doesn't go into a heart at all. Actually goes down instead of in. So you need to look at it for a minute and then take your chalk and draw in the air the overall shape of your leaf. So not the ridges and all the little details, but the general shape. So my general shape for this would just be to go down like this and then up to a point like that. That would be all that my general shape was. I'm not going to do my ridges right now, just the general shape. And actually, I'm kind of going in like that, and I should actually go out like that. Okay. So once you have done that, I want you to do the same thing on your board. It doesn't have to be the same size as your leaf. Just do the same thing. I'm going to actually turn my board up and down to try to capture my leaf a little bit better. And use the side of your chalk, and you're going to draw the leaf as a silhouette. And Actually, I think mine is not quite as wide as it needs to be, so I'm going to turn it the other way and try again. Okay, so once you guys have drawn yours, just the silhouette, not an outline, so don't use the edge right here. Okay, we're using the flat part. I want you to then take the other leaf that you have, and I want you to do the same exact thing. Stare at it for a minute, draw it in the air, and then draw the silhouette on your chalkboard. And I'm going to do the same for mine. I think I did better with that one right there. And I'm going to fill in. Okay, so there's that one. I actually feel like it could be a little bit more pointy at the top, so I'm going to go in just a little bit. Hard to do a silhouette. So really, that's all we're going to do with these. If you want to practice drawing more silhouettes of different leaves, then I sent a link, and you can look on there, and it has pictures of different leaf shapes, and you can try to draw some more. And you can spend maybe 10 minutes more doing that, drawing the silhouettes on there. And it helps us to start to see the shapes of the leaves out in the world around us. So if you want to send me a picture of what you drew, I'd love to see it. So you can take a picture and send it as a link along with the email that, if you started one, to send me your thoughts, you can put it right there in the email. So make sure you clean all of this up so your mom isn't wondering why everything's all left around, and then come back to the next video and we will do science.